If you're a service provider or sales-driven business owner and you are not using AI yet, there's a good chance you're making things harder than they ever needed to be. But don't worry, I got you. Hey, I'm Faye, and I help founders build brands that reflect their value and make saying yes to their sales easy. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use GPT to support your sales strategy in a smart, simple, and more sustainable way. We're talking about prompts that actually work, how to protect your voice and brand in the process, and how to use AI as a tool, not a crutch. Whether you're a solopreneur writing your own emails or you have a small sales team that needs support, this one's for you. So what should you keep in mind before you start? 1, your voice still matters. First things first, ChatGPT is a powerful tool, but it is not your brand voice. It can help you write faster, clarify your ideas, and even rework rough drafts, but it's your job to make sure it still comes out sounding like you. Whether you're bold and sassy, chill and professional, or warm and nurturing, that tone is part of your brand, so don't lose that just because a robot can talk. You don't need to copy-paste GPT word for word. Use it instead to spark ideas and then refine from there. That's how you can keep your authenticity intact. 2, the more context you give, the better the results. This tool is only as good as the info you give it. If you're vague, it'll be vague. If you're specific about your audience, your niche, your tone, your offer, that's where the magic happens. Instead of saying, write a follow-up email, say, write a friendly follow-up to a potential client who ghosted after a great discovery call. That is way better. And 3, use it responsibly. Don't waste it. This one doesn't get talked about enough. ChatGPT and tools like it use real energy, massive amounts of data, processing power, electricity, and none of that's recyclable. There's no ethical AI fairy that makes it all disappear when you close a tab, so treat it like you would treat any other powerful tool with purpose. I guess we can go back to the 3 principles: reduce, reuse, recycle. So to reduce, don't type the same prompt 15 times. Save your best ones and build on them. And to reuse, turn strong GPT outputs into templates or sales scripts for your team. And to recycle, take what you create and turn it into long-term content, systems, or client resources so you can use it again and again. My rule is don't ask GPT to solve a problem you can solve in 5 minutes with Google Docs and a little bit of focus. Alright, now that you've got the mindset down, let's talk practical. Here are 5 GPT prompts you can literally copy paste and tweak based off of your business. You'll see how I would use them across different industries because whether you're in logistics, coaching, beauty, or tech, the structure works. So 1, cold outreach. Use this when you're reaching out to someone for the first time, whether it's through email or LinkedIn. The prompt is, write a short, friendly, cold email to a founder of a fast-growing SaaS company. Explain how my systems audit service helps eliminate bottlenecks in onboarding and improve user retention. Keep it under 150 words and end with an invitation to chat. And then GPT is going to share with you a much more refined email that better fits your audience. Prompt 2 is a friendly follow-up message. Use this after a no-show, a quiet prospect, or even after sending a proposal. The prompt is, write a casual follow-up email for a potential client who hasn't responded in a week. I am a blank type of service provider and I want to sound helpful and low pressure. For example, if you're a photographer, write a casual follow-up email for a client who asked for a quote on a branding shoot but hasn't responded. I'm a lifestyle photographer and I want to come across as warm and professional. You see how that's going to be a lot more tailored for your needs than simply saying write a follow-up email? Prompt 3 is objection handling. This is great for handling common, not right now responses without being pushy. It's good practice. The prompt is, give me 3 ways to respond if a potential client says, I need to think about it. Keep it professional, respectful, and persuasive. For example, if you're a business coach, GPT might share with you, totally get it, investing in support is a big decision. If it helps, I can share a client case study that's similar to where you are now. GPT might also share, absolutely, take your time. I'll check in next week, and in the meantime, feel free to ask me anything that might clarify the value. Another thing GPT might deliver is, of course, if it's helpful, I can also offer a 30-minute check-in next week to walk through the next steps or tweak the offer if you need. Like I said, the more info you give GPT, the better it is going to be at delivering content that works for you. You can also use this prompt to reposition your offer. Use it when your offer sounds too feature focused and you want to reframe it in terms of results. Here's the prompt. Rewrite this offer to sound more benefit driven and client focused. I help blank type of client by providing blank. Rewrite it to focus on the transformation, not just the deliverables. For example, if you're a nutritionist, you might write into GPT. Rewrite my offer. I help busy moms by creating weekly meal plans and grocery lists to focus on the transformation I deliver my client rather than the deliverables. And from there, GPT might give you, I help busy moms take the stress out of mealtime so they can spend less time planning and more time enjoying food that fuels their family. That's going to be a lot more effective. Fifth, personalized social DMs. Use this when you're reaching out cold on Instagram, LinkedIn, or Facebook. Here's the prompt. Write a warm and professional Instagram DM to a blank type of business owner, compliment something specific, offer a free resource, and invite them to connect. For example, if you are in logistics or supply, you might say, write a warm DM to a regional operations manager at a food packaging company, compliment their sustainability efforts, offer a free cost audit, and invite them to hop on a quick call. And from there, GPT might give you, hey blank, I just wanted to say I really admire how your company is leading the way in sustainable packaging, especially with your recent work in blank project. I run logistics audits that help companies cut freight costs and improve turnaround without sacrificing service quality. And I'd love to offer you a free audit if that's something you're open to. Let me know if you'd ever like to talk. The more information you give it and the more it collects memories about you over time, the better results you're going to get. The biggest mistake I really see with prompts is trying to keep them too short or generic. The more detail you give about your business, your tone, your clients, the better your results will be. You want to teach GPT your brand voice. The tone is where a lot of people mess up. GPT is only as smart as you make it. If you don't tell it how you sound, it'll default to the most boring corporate tone possible. And I know that's not what you want. So, one, describe your voice up front. Try, my brand voice is confident, strategic, and conversational. I sound like someone who knows what they're doing, but still makes people feel seen. Rewrite this message in my tone, and then copy paste the message that you'd like to rewrite. You can even add in details. I like short sentences and clean formatting, or I use emojis occasionally, but never overdo it, or my tone is warm, but it's not overly casual. Two, you can also show GPT examples of your past work. You can say, here's an email I sent last week that feels very on brand. Can you rewrite this cold pitch in the same tone? Or, here's a LinkedIn post that I wrote that got great engagement. Can you use that same voice to write a follow-up DM to a potential client? GPT learns fast when you give it actual examples. This turns it into an assistant, not just a content generator. And then also you can ask for variation. You can say, rewrite this email in two different tones, one being bold and one being nurturing. I love doing this when I'm stuck between sounding too soft or aggressive. You can let GPT show you some options and then tweak the one that feels most aligned with what you want. The bottom line, though, is GPT can absolutely match your voice, but only if you actually tell it what your voice is. Otherwise, it's giving robot, and we're not doing that here. By now, you should have the basics down, but if you really want to get good at using GPT for your sales strategy, don't start from scratch every time. If a prompt gives you a great result, save it, reuse it, and build on it. Turn great responses into email templates or DM scripts or sales page sections, maybe onboarding docs. AI is a tool, and your job is to turn what it gives you into systems, and that's how you can scale a little better without burning out. So yeah, GPT is not your strategy, but it can be your secret weapon if you use it intentionally. It can't replace your voice, it can't replace your values, but when you combine your own clarity with its speed, you get messaging that actually moves people and moves your sales forward. Try one of the prompts that I gave you today and pick one that fits your current sales goal. and then save and organize your best GPT outputs and turn them into templates you can actually reuse. And from there, start building systems around your content and client communications, not just throwing stuff at a wall each time and hoping for the best. And most importantly, make sure how you show up reflects how good you really are. That's where the magic happens. If you need help clarifying your brand, building a stronger digital presence, or making your sales material actually work, check out what I offer at constantcreates.com. I'd love to support you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helps you show up well, sell well, and stay true to your brand. You have a great day. See you next time.